I don't have words. I don't have words. I don't have words. I can't speak. I can't speak. Honestly, that match that we just witnessed was a pleasure to witness. It was a privilege to not watch. Watch is too simple. It was a privilege to what's the word? To spectate. How do you like me now? I can't find the vocabulary. That match between Barca and Inter Milan, 3-3, was just a pure joy to watch. And it's given me hope for football. We criticize football in the way that it's heading, the direction that it's heading. And when I see games like that, I get this feeling that football is alive. Football is still alive. Yeah, it's safe. I got one hell of an old school feeling watching that game today. And why? Because it was just a non-stop war. You know, I came on here to give you guys a Conference League preview. I feel ridiculous. I feel like I'm insulting your intelligence if I come on here and give you guys a Conference League preview and change this beautiful thing to the Conference League. I shall not. I shall not. This needs to be spoken about. What we witnessed today was one for the history books. Just in terms of the value of that football match, that 90 minutes was creme de la creme. Barca, Inter Milan, I thank you both for providing us with a spectacle. And not just a spectacle as in, oh no, that was such a pleasant game to watch and there was some beautiful passes. No, this had everything. It's like I said, this game, I wasn't even alive, but it sent me back to the 80s. It sent me back to the 80s. Just end to end, non-stop, risks being taken, players dribbling, taking each other on, shot after shot after shot after shot, defender throwing body after body after body after body in the way, constant drama, goal after goal after goal, save after save after save. That's how football used to be, right? Safe to say that the one thing that maybe people criticize is that the amount of turnovers there were from both teams was inexplicable. But that's how it was in the 80s. You know, defending wasn't a thing. The only time you would defend is if the attacker's coming up to you now and you're the last line of defense and he can score and you throw your body on the line or you're going for a crunch tackle. That's the only defending that existed. There wasn't any defending as a block or, you know, mark certain players and cut certain spaces and be in certain areas to cut in between lines. Like, nah, that didn't exist in the 80s. It was, listen, get from there to there, please, A to B, and do it as quickly as you can. And the defenders, stop them. That's it. And we witnessed that today. Do you understand? Today was football played simply, but so beautifully, and so entertainingly, and so spectacularly that we got given everything. Everything. And even so, everyone came out of this game looking good. Everyone came out of this game looking great. Absolutely fantastic. That felt like watching a Champions League final. But that was Champions League heritage. That was pure heritage. That, like I said, makes me feel warm inside. That the sport is fine. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, some of the players from today as well. I mean, I don't even need to speak about Lamine Yamal. I don't. But for both teams. I mean, Dumfries, what a performance. But like I said, there were things happening in moments that you just wouldn't think of. You know? Bicycle kicks here, 35-yarders here, flipping, twining up 6 players here, going around 2 and putting it in the top corner here. I mean, it's just flipping everywhere, you know? Laying off, going around 2 defenders, tapping it in from 2 yards here. I mean, the whole thing was just cinema. I felt like I came out the cinema and just watched the best movie of all time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm that happy. I'm that happy of how great this game was. You know, the Arsenal game with PSG, we were all looking at PSG and going, oh my God, like, they look mad. Like I said, these two look insane. I have to be honest. Whoever's winning this, I think is winning the Champions League now. But you never know. That's the beautiful thing about the Champions League. Heritage. This was so end-to-end and so just unbelievably flipping fantastic that I just have to praise it. I have to praise it. All the players, they gave it everything. Literally, for this, I can say the players gave everything. They bloody did. Both teams. I mean, beautiful. Tactically, you could see what was going on. Even tactically, there were so many changes happening during the game. It was ridiculous. You know, Barca started off dead, asleep, got moved at 30 seconds into Milan score. Back heel, a flipping back heel. That should tell you the tone of the game and where it was heading. Yeah, 30 seconds in, boom. Flipping back heel into the bottom corner. What? At Barca. And you're into Milan. Unbelievable. And then the script from there, 2-0, and then they try to defend. They try to lock it up like Italian teams do, like Inter Milan have done historically against Barcelona. We remember this with Jose Mourinho. Tighten it up. And they couldn't. They were open. Barca were like, listen, give us the ball. We're going to go and get 2 goals now. Boom, 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 boom. Lamine Yamal here. Bish, bash, bosh. Flipping. Just insanity. Insanity. All of a sudden, 2-2. All of a sudden, 2-2. And then, Inter Milan like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Yeah? We lost. We can't defend. All right, screw it. No one's defending today. Give me the ball. And then they turned into Barca. They turned into Barca. Yeah, the team that was trying to defend and play on the counter turned into Barca. And then Barca had the defense as bad and as open as Tottenham. Ridiculous. 3-2. Oh my goodness. They've taken the lead. Barca have to come back from behind. Rafinha. He's like, give me the ball. Flipping shoot from 35 yards. Boom. Hits the bar. Hits the goalkeeper's back. Goes inside. I mean, chaos. Absolute chaos. Inter Milan scored a 4th. His toe was offside. His toe was offside. And you know what I'm thinking of now? I've given all the praise. I've given everything. I've said everything I've needed to say. Do you know what I'm thinking of now? I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm thinking of. I need to watch this tomorrow. We've gone from Arsenal PSG to Barca Inter Milan, an iconic spectacle of pure Champions League heritage. And we've got to go all the way to Conference League on AstroTurf. I'm ill as it is. You trying to kill me, or? You know, my nose is blocked. I'm bunged up. I feel relieved, and now I remember what I've got to go through tomorrow. I'm in depression again. Send me to the hospital. I don't, but you get the gist. We gotta watch this tomorrow. And I was actually thinking, I was like, oh, you know, I should do a watch-along for the game tomorrow. I was thinking this earlier on, yeah, I've got to do a watch-along, you know, I might do a watch-along. Joe Garden versus Chelsea, you see Chelsea semi-final. And then I witnessed this spectacle, and now I'm thinking, I've got to watch Conference League tomorrow. Flipping out. And like I said, we're not even playing on grass. we got to go and play on AstroTurf. We're playing on a 4G pitch. The ball's going to be bouncing more times than flipping Man United's position in the league table. And again, you could say the same about Chelsea. So I feel like I want to refuse to watch Conference League after that. It's an insult to football to go and watch Conference League after what we just witnessed tonight. That's how I'm feeling right now. I wanted to give you a preview, and now I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed giving you a preview for Djurgården versus Chelsea. Animal Zoo. Or Animal Farm. Sorry, Animal Farm. If you put the two words together, it becomes zoo. Animal Farm, Djurgården, put them together, zoo, versus Chelsea on a 4G pitch. What is our life? What is our life? This is the team that should play tomorrow. Yeah? Get us back in the Champions League. Flipping as soon as flipping possible. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. But then again, can we compete with what we saw tonight? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I wouldn't want to... I'd want to witness it, but I wouldn't want to witness it. I just wouldn't. You know? Oh, man. Now, some of you are probably thinking this is a strong team. Yeah, it's a bit of a strong team. But then again, look. If we can't handle those two games in the space of a few days, then how the hell are we going to show up in the Champions League? What's the point? Right? Maresca's kind of on the same wavelength. I'm not for rotating the whole team just for Liverpool on Sunday. There are players there that should be able to cope. I've taken off the one centre-back, Badiashile in place of Colwell, Jorgensen in place of Sanchez. He's definitely going to be playing tomorrow. I'll put Tyreek George on because he deserves to play. And everyone else should basically be as it is. We know Gusto is... No, I wouldn't. So Reece James. The midfield is the midfield. I wouldn't go to Dewsbury or anyone like that. And everyone else should just play. Play. And if we make subs after 50 minutes or 60 minutes, then great. We got 5 that we can make. No problem. You know? Just make sure the game's in the pocket. But, oh boy. I need this gone. I need this gone. I don't want to see this on the channel again. We go, we beat Djurgården, we get to the final. Whatever happens, happens. We got to win, but whatever happens, happens because we're going to be playing a serious team if we get to the final, I reckon. And then I don't want to see this ever again. Yeah? Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Barca, Inter, thank you. Thank you for giving us football. Champions League heritage. A spectacle. Gracias. And grazie. See all of you tomorrow. Subscribe, notification bell on, and peace.